watch wrestling throughout the big CM Punk phase. I think I came back to wrestling maybe December, either December 2014. I think it was December 2015 actually. So it was probably either 6 months or like a year and a half after CM Punk quit. So I basically missed the whole entire CM Punk timeline. And from everything I had read about him and I saw about him, I went back because you heard the CM Punk chants. And like he was all right. Like I understood it. I'm not really into like straight edge characters. As somebody who grew up in the metal scene, I can say pretty confidently that straight edge people are usually not usually, but can be douchebags and can be assholes sometimes, right? Because there's a difference between people who don't drink and people who are straight edge. I know people who don't drink that are not straight edge and would never consider themselves straight edge. Straight edge is like kind of like you built a personality against something. You know? It's like being an anti something. And I feel like that's a negative thing in general. Right? So, I mean, that was my kind of only opinion on CM Punk. Then all of the AEW stuff started it, and for months and for months and for years, there was rumors about CM Punk going to AEW. But every time you heard CM Punk's point of view about it, he was crapping on the company. Oh, they sent me uh, a newsletter through a text. They sent me a contract through a text message. Oh, they wrote things on a piece of newspaper. Like he, from his point of view, the publicity that CM Punk was giving out made AEW constantly look mediocre and make them look unprofessional. And I remember Cody Rhodes had to come out at one point and be like, I don't know why he keeps saying stuff like that because we gave him an actual contract. And then when we finally do hear that CM Punk is coming, he's like, yeah, I've had a great relationship with Tony Khan and we've been texting back and forth for the last 2 years. So why the hell do you seem like such an asshole? If you've had a good relation, why were you shitting and burning on the company for so long? If you loved the Brody Lee thing, why were you shitting on the company for so long? But with all that being said, I didn't feel strongly about CM Punk, so I didn't care. He kind of seemed like an asshole. When he came into the company, the storylines were great. The headlines were great. I was one of those people screaming CM Punk, CM Punk. It was exciting. I was at AEW Grand Slam. I was seeing him in person. And then I also watched the AEW All Out press conference live as it happened and as it was going on. All I kept thinking, all I could do was laugh and be like, wow, this guy really is an asshole. But it didn't. It was harmless to me. I don't work there. It doesn't matter to me. Um, but now that, and I'm also not one of those people who was like affected by the product because there was backstage issues. Like I could give a shit. All I'm from the entertainment, television, film industry. Like every single set has backstage problems. So I also do agree that wrestling fans can be extremely sensitive and have no idea what it actually means to put on a live show, to put an ensemble of people together, and what the frequencies of that can be. But now that we're back and there's a CM Punk show, I'm not super excited that CM Punk is back, but I am excited that there's a new show. I'm excited to see Miro. I'm excited to see Andrade. And I'm happy that AEW is doing better. But I'm not confident that this is going to be a game changer or that it's going to be a positive thing in the long run anyway. But it doesn't matter because I don't work there and I'm just a fan. And more wrestling on a weekly basis may or may not be a good thing. I guess we'll find out. Now let's watch the debut episode of AEW Collision.